Hey everybody, it's Olive, and I'm here to do a May favorites video. I love seeing my favorite booktubers do May favorites. I like to see what kind of things they've been into over the previous month and what kind of products they've been using, and I just think it's very interesting. So I thought I would share a little bit about the things that I have been particularly fond of over the month of May. The first one is actually a song that I've been obsessed with for the whole month of May. That song is Classic Man by Jidenna. Anything I discuss in this video, there will be a link in the down bar so that you can check it out if you want to. This song is so cool. It kind of has an old school type of vibe to it, which is totally my style. So if you are into hip hop and are particularly fond of some of the more old school stuff, then I think you'll really enjoy this song. So please, please, please go listen to it. I can't be the only one obsessed with this song. The next thing is actually a two-parter. This is the first part of it. This is a teacup. It's Ainsley China. And I found this at a thrift store. It was a little bit expensive for being at a thrift store, but I saw it and I thought it was so beautiful. You have the cup and the saucer that match. The cup has a little bit of a crack on the inside, but you can't really tell. But I just loved the orange colors and the gold, and I just couldn't resist it. Plus, drinking tea out of a cup and saucer like this makes me feel so classy. The second part is what I'm drinking out of this. I'm a very big tea drinker, and I tend to drink mostly loose leaf teas. My favorite lately has been Boulder Blues by the Tea Spots, and this is a loose leaf green tea. Bring it a little bit closer here if you can see it. And it is strawberry rhubarb flavored. I absolutely love strawberry rhubarb flavored things. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see that lately I've been kind of experimenting with my pie making abilities, and strawberry rhubarb is where it's at. This has such a nice flavor to it. It's relatively inexpensive, and I love this tin. It screws on the top, and then there's another piece that comes out to keep all the air out of it, which is really nice. It keeps the tea really fresh. And then of course, when this tea runs out, which I imagine it will fairly quickly because my husband and I have been devouring it, I can fill it with another loose leaf tea, since the teas from my local tea shop come in kind of flimsy plastic bags that aren't going to keep the tea as fresh as I would like it. Another consumable that I have been obsessed with lately, particularly in May, is Quinn microwavable popcorn. And this is not a typical microwavable popcorn in that it doesn't have all of the nasty preservatives in it, doesn't have any hydrogenated oils. Everything in it is organic and non-GMO, if that is something that interests you. I am mainly interested in it because it is more natural and you don't have all of the unnecessary crap in there preservative-wise. The bag it comes in is just paper. There are no plastics in it. The bag is actually compostable if you have a compost pile. There are several different flavors of this. They have, I think, just regular sea salt. They have an olive oil and salts. I think they even have a chipotle, like a spicy cheddar, which is a little bit interesting. This is my favorite. This is the Parmesan and rosemary, which has such a nice flavor. And this is actually a little bit expensive, so when I'm not in the mood to shell out the amount of money necessary for this, although this is much simpler, I will just get the popcorn kernels, pop them myself the old-fashioned way on my stovetop, and add a little bit of olive oil, salt, Parmesan, and some crushed rosemary. And it achieves a similar result, but of course, this is much easier because you can just stick it in the microwave. It tastes delicious. Popcorn, of course, is a great snack. This jazzes it up a little bit while keeping it natural, so I'm all for it. Going away from the food and drink kind of things, there is one beauty product, hair product really, that has been saving my life over the past couple months. I've recently started using a different kind of this specific product that has revolutionized the way I live my life to a certain extent. This is Batiste Dry Shampoo, and this specific one is the light and blonde version of that, which means that it has a little bit of color in it, like a blondish yellow color. I have been using dry shampoo forever. I do not wash my hair every day. It is not good for it, and I certainly don't want to have to blow dry it every day, which is definitely not good for it. But I also don't want my hair to look like a disgusting ball of mess. So I use dry shampoo. You spray it on your roots, you let it sit for a little while, then you rub it in and brush your hair, and it absorbs all of your hair's excess oils that make it look greasy, and it also adds volume, which are two things that are major for my hair. The reason why this one is so big for me is that the normal dry shampoo is a white color. So if you have darker roots or darker hair in general, as I do, you're kind of gonna see it. If you use a decent amount of it and then you rub it in, you're still gonna see some white, whereas this has a yellowish color to it. So not only does it soak up all the oil from the roots, but it also hides my roots that grow in rather quickly. So you can kind of tell why I love this. Last thing I'm going to talk about, since my camera battery is apparently going to die. These are not new, but I recently just got out all my summer clothing. And every time I do that, I bring out things that I kind of forgot existed while I'm in the opposite season. And I can't believe I forgot about these because they're my favorite ever and they annoy the crap out of my husband, which is an added bonus. Floaties, look at them. They're wonderful. These are the most obnoxious, most amazing flip-flops that were ever invented. These are like flip-flops plus cartoon character. They are amazing. They make the loudest noise when you're walking. So like if you really want to annoy people, these are the shoes for you. You know that clacking sound that you make when you're walking in flip-flops? It's like smacking up against your heel. Yeah, imagine that times 10 and this is what these sound like. But they're so squishy and comfortable, and I have not worn them to a pool. I'm assuming they'd get very slippery because they're slick enough as it is, and I would not drive in these. But just to wear, just like on a normal summer day, like if you're just sitting out on a deck somewhere, which I always want to be doing, these are so amazing. Plus I just love the colors. So those are some of my favorite things for May. When possible, I will put links down below to all of these products so you can take a look for yourself. If you'd like to get in touch with me, I am on both Twitter and Instagram at @abookolive. The link to my Goodreads is down below if you'd like to be friends, or feel free to leave a comment if you would like to chat about something. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.